Hey, 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 hey. Hey, Team Life Chat. Oh, I know. It has been a minute since I have been online to share information with you all. As you all know, like, so much is going on in the world. Like, sometimes we have to shift our focus and, focus on other things. But I do have more information to share with you all, and I'm really excited to do that. Today, Team Life Chat wants to feature what has become uh, almost a necessity in a lot of people's worlds, but it is a really hot commodity. Um, for our BBF feature today, it is going to be coffee. Uh, and, you know, uh, 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 you can feel one way or the other about it. I know that a lot of black people drink coffee, and we have vendors that also sell coffee, and not only coffee, but they also combine teas in some areas for persons who don't necessarily drink coffee and would rather go that whole, more naturopathic route. So, I would like to share some coffee brands with you that I know uh, are a part of the African community. Let me be clear. These are African coffee brands, and I know there's some back and forth between, Africans and African Americans, but I just want to be clear, and I just want to say that I am an advocate of the two groups aligning and working for the better good of both and all involved. That's just my take. I know it is what it is, and we have to deal with what is. But I'm an advocate for us aligning. So I don't have a problem sharing African brands, and I don't have a problem promoting African brands. And I know that a lot of black owned and operated shops, and also support these vendors as well, because of course their coffees and their teas have to come from somewhere. So I just like to go ahead and share the brands that I have with you, and I also have another. I have what I have found to be. Excuse me, pardon me. I have what I have found to be the closest that I could get to an African American coffee brand that doesn't exist. So not that I could find. I'm not saying that it doesn't exist. I'm just saying that maybe I just haven't run across it. But I do have one company in particular that I'm also going to share, and I think it's just the closest that we can get. Like, the company is a company that is located in New York, but they also have an online presence, so you can also support them that way. And I know that they import mostly, you know, to global African brands abroad, from what I can see, and that I can respect. Not everybody involved in the company, I don't think is African or black, but I know that they do support the culture, they do support the community, they do want to see it grow, and you can see that in the way that they conduct their business, and who their distributors and who their vendors really are. So I can appreciate that and support them. So I will also share that brand with you. Now, I was only able to find one, but still, that was one. And so we can still all come together, group together, and go ahead and support and help that business sustain itself, because they are doing good for the community, and we want to add to that contribution. Let's go ahead and roll into the footage. Oh, okay. Hope you all enjoyed that information that was shared. I really hope that I am able to help someone, with their coffee life moving forward and their coffee and or tea business moving forward. Again, I'm going to share links below so that you guys can look and dive into these business and indoor entities a little further. And I'm also going to add, because I also just remembered that I ran into this information. I found a list where there's about 20 to 30 Black owned and operating coffee and tea shops globally. Now, they're located in all different spots, all different states. So I'm going to go ahead and also share that link below. And I hope that this helps again and adds to your coffee life, your coffee venture, and or your tea venture, your tea life. Again, thanks for joining live chat. And let's see here. I'll wrap up that Black business feature portion and kind of head over to a live chat topic. And honestly, it can go so many different places. I want to keep it on the up and up and upbeat, though, as I always like to try to do. I first want to send my condolences out to the family of Craig Mack. I know that's a sad topic, but honestly, like after hearing everything that I've heard, like, like for him, he may be in a better place. So in that sense, like that's a reason to celebrate, his victory, and seeing things through that way because he did, try to turn his life around. In a way, that ones can go back and forth about, but in the end, he did try, to work at himself consciously and subconsciously. And I just want to send my respects out to everybody involved. I really, really wish we could have heard more from him because he was a great lyricist, and I really missed him from the game. Again, without saying too much about my age, I was born in the 70s, so I was born in a time where my peers and I really appreciated him, and we really did miss him. So I hear there's going to be some more shared information about how he really felt about things theoretically or in real life, and I look forward to that. So I know we'll all support that project, and so I'm looking forward to hearing more about that. Just to pay respect there, and honestly, I wanna do live. It's true. I am gonna go live at some point, but I wanna kind of get my numbers up a little more because I want to be fair. I want to be fair to the public, and I want as many of us to go over as much as we can because that's best. That the more the merrier in these type of dialogues, ones with substance. So I think I'm gonna just close it out with with the Craig Mack story, and I just want to let the youngins know, because again, like I said, I was born in the 70s, but I want to say to you guys, like, we know more about the Craig Mack story and the whole P Diddy story than you guys do. So talk to someone who's a little bit older than you so you can get the most information you can before you kind of side either way. Craig Mack was an asset to the music industry, and he was, for some reason, shuffled around, in the industry for reasons that ones can go back and forth about, but in the end, it's not looking good on Diddy's part, and that was kind of a pattern. Like, persons from my peer group, we've been kind of finished with Diddy, because we kind of figured out Diddy's little sneak tactics a little while ago. You know, with all of his groups, if you just do your research on him, um, he most of his artists just kind of fell off and vanished like mysteriously, and he's just been kind of sticking around and trying to move onward. And you know, he's trying to do something, but you know, he's not tricking anyone from the 70s or the 80s crowd. And so again, I want everyone, before you pick any sides, just get all the information that you can about the topic, you know, and then like rightfully pick a side, and you know, be able to stand on it and know that, you know, and be comfortable with it. And we got to start doing that more, and not just in the P Diddy and in the Craig Mack regard. That's in all regards. We have to start doing that more. So I encourage us all to do that. Start doing more research. Start doing more dialoguing. And I will talk to you all later. Have a very, 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 as usual, peaceful yet productive night. Talk to you all later.